bite out of this beautiful beauty right here. Hey guys, this is Sandy, Girl with the Grill, and have I got a surprise for you? Actually, it's a surprise for me that this came, my brand new Kamado Joe Classic III. And what better thing to cook on in its maiden voyage is St. Louis style pork spare ribs. So I am so excited to use this. We've had Kamados for years, from the original when they were ceramic and clay, or clay and ceramic, to the Kamado, which is huge. It's the love of my life. I love cooking on it. It's just, you just can't go wrong on a Kamado. But it didn't have any of this fancy stuff in it, but it produced some of the best meats, chicken, turkey, sausage, whatever you wanted to cook on it. It just came out beautiful. So now I'm so excited to use this Kamado Joe that I can't even stand it. So today we're going to do the St. Louis style ribs, and I'm going to take you through step by step and how I do it, and it's going to be fantastic. Let's get started. Kamado has really outdone themselves with this. It is fancy dancy for sure. We've had Kamados all of our lives, the original Kamados and the Kamados that really did not have any of these awesome features that Kamado has come up with. And it took me a while to actually absorb all of, the fanciness and the slow roller and the divide and conquer and the diffuser plate. We had none of that in our original Kamados. So this is kind of the cool feature that I'm so excited to show you. So down here in the chamber we have the lump charcoal, and I've put in some applewood chunks for our pork spare ribs today. And what I'm going to do is light this. We're going to run a 250 degree temperature today for our pork spare ribs. And once that's lit, I'm going to put the plate in place with a couple of chunks of applewood on top. Then I'm going to take my grill racks and we are going to just set them in like this. It's the other way. See, I'm still learning. This is super fancy. And then I'm going to lay my rack of ribs right on top. We're going to let them go for about 5.5 hours today at a 250. So I'm going to take you step by step on how I'm going to do my pork spare ribs on this beautiful Kamado Joe. So let's get started. Okay. We have a nice rack of St. Louis style pork spare ribs today. We're going to do on the Kamado Joe, and I'm just taking it out of the cryovac. All right, we're going to take off this little flap. Don't throw it away though, we're going to throw that on the grill. Just going to square it up nice. These look really good. Let's take off a little bit of this fat. And the part that seems to be the most challenging is to take off the silver skin. So I'm just going to get my knife underneath this as best as I can. Grab a paper towel. This is just for leverage, okay? Sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Came off pretty good in one piece. There's some little bits and pieces that I'm going to try and get off. We're not going for competition style ribs. This is dinner, so I'm not worried about the way it's squared up. All right, guys. So we're going to season our St. Louis style pork ribs today with. Where I'm using bone Suckin sauce, rib sauce, and I'm using an AP rub that I mix myself, which is just ground pepper, salt, and paprika. And now that I've trimmed it up real nice, I've removed the silver skin. This is really a nice rack, and I can't wait to get it on the smoker. So right now, I'm just going to season it. This is the salt, pepper, and paprika. Just a simple AP rub. I am not using a binder today, so I'm just changing it up a little bit. We'll see how it comes out with just the rib rubs. And I'm going to follow up with the bone sucking rib sauce. And we're going to do this pretty liberally. Pat that in, and I'm going to let this tack up for about 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to do the other side. Okay, there it is. We're just going to let it come up to temperature. I'm looking for 250 degrees, and then we're going to put our beautiful St. Louis pork spare ribs on the grill. I can hardly wait. I'm loving this already. So what I did down here is just open that all the way up to get the airflow, and we're gonna close it to about an inch when we're ready. All right, here we go. This is our inaugural cook on our Kamado, and it is ready to put these beautiful St. Louis style ribs. First piece of meat on the Kamado. And then this is what I trimmed off of it to make it look halfway pretty. And I'm just gonna throw this on the grill too, so I'm not gonna waste this. Okay, that's a little chef's bite right there. Anyway, I'm going to close the lid, and I'm going to not check it for about 2 hours, and we'll see where we're at. See you then. All right, it's been about 2 hours and 10 minutes since we put the ribs on. So I was gonna take a look at it. It's looking really, really good. A little dry on the edges. This is exactly the bark that I'm looking for. It's starting to pull away from the bone just a little bit. It's got a ways to go. So what I'm gonna do, and these are chef's bites right here. Yum. Is I've got a little apple juice in a spray bottle. So I'm gonna spray this just to keep the moisture about every 20 to 30 minutes for the next hour. All right, I'm gonna let it go another hour, and then every 20 minutes I'm gonna spritz it with the apple juice. Looking good. All right, it's time to check. I've been spritzing this beauty twice every 20 minutes since the third hour began. We're at 3 hours and 15 minutes into the cook, and I just want you guys to look at this. Oh my God, it's looking freaking amazing. Actually, I started spritzing it after the 2 hour mark with apple juice just to keep the moisture in it, because we got a few dry spots, but it's looking freaking amazing. Looks like I'm going to spritz it again right now. With my apple juice. Just keep it moist. And we're gonna spritz it every 20-30 minutes or so. We're just gonna keep letting it go. It's got a ways. So I'm just gonna close the lid and let it do its thing. Okay guys, our ribs have been on for about 5 hours and 15 minutes. They're looking amazing. I just flipped them over. And I'm going to just glaze it with my favorite barbecue sauce. You can use whatever you want, or don't barbecue sauce them at all. I'm gonna glaze these. Ready. So we're gonna flip those over. And we're gonna glaze the other side. And we're gonna probably cook them for another maybe 15-20 minutes. And I think they're ready to come off the grill. The bark is amazing, the smoke is amazing. It's just looking so good. I'm gonna let this tack up. And I think they're ready to come off. Okay, this is the moment of truth. This is the inaugural cook on my Kamado Joe Classic III. We did St. Louis style pork spare ribs. It has been 5.5 hours. I've glazed them, I've babied them, I've watched them, I've spritzed them. And if you want to take a look at this, and how gorgeous this is. I've temped it. I know that they're the right temperature. I know that they're going to be amazing. And we are ready to pull these off and take a bite out of this beautiful beauty right here. So I'm going to take it off. All right, guys, this is the moment of truth. My ribs are off. They've been smoking on the Kamado Joe Classic III for 5.5 hours. I have glazed them with my favorite barbecue sauce, and I'm about to cut into these, and I'm crossing my fingers that it tastes as good as it smells. So let's get to it. So I'm just gonna cut down here between the bone. Oh my God, look at the smoke. Okay, we're gonna taste my ribs. Oh my God. They're absolutely delicious. The smoke from the Kamado Joe, the applewood, it's really flipping delicious. So, finger licking good. This is Sandy, girl with the grill. Thank you so much for joining me on my inaugural cook on my Kamado Joe Classic III. I really appreciate it. My ribs came out just beautiful. As you can see, the smoke ring. And I probably didn't cut them right, but you know, they are absolutely delicious. So, this is Sandy, girl with the grill. Thank you so much for joining me on my maiden voyage on my new Classic III. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit subscribe and like my video. I would really appreciate it. Leave me a comment and I will catch you later. I'm gonna have some amazing ribs. Bye.